Hey, Mike with Mike's Bags, and today I am reviewing the Impact by CornSlingers Bag Company. Let's go ahead and dive in and break down this bag. This is a carpet bag. It has the, this little side here, this is that herringbone carpet, that's super popular material. We're seeing it a lot. Most bag companies have released a bag with it. Wonderful material, very, very versatile, very player-friendly. I call it a 5-speed. It is a material that you can manipulate. If you keep it clean, it can play 5.5, 6-speed. If you get it dirty or rough it up, it can play down to like a 4-speed. But on average conditions, average bags, I think it's about a 5. So I'm calling it a 5-speed on the slow side here. Fast side, this is that game changer, surefire fast side. It's like an 8.5 speed fast, great for pushing and collecting. Slides the board any conditions. So you're looking at about a 5, 8.5. Same exact materials you find on the BG Wizard. Both these materials actually play pretty well in humidity also. So if you live in an area where humidity is an issue, this is a wonderful bag to play in those conditions. Template size, this is a medium bag. It's a medium amount of fullness, so it's got some flop to it, but it is not crazy floppy. So if you don't like floppy bags, you're gonna like this. I would call it maybe on the fuller side, but it's because it's a medium template, not a small template. You still got some looseness here, but once you grab it, you got a really nice. Get enough fill here to kind of lock it down, get a great grip, a good hand feel in this bag. The fill in here is a mixed fill. I really love the way the fill plays. It's got a lot of movement, but not too much. So, you have some balance, you have some ability to shape shots with the bag, but it doesn't punish you too harsh on that. The bags also, these are ACO stamps. We play in the ACO, especially in season 19 here. You need to have an ACO stamp bag. So the Impact is approved for ACO play. Let's go ahead and jump into playability on this bag. And let me start with the negatives here. There's a few negatives, and I'm going to nitpick the bag a little bit, which is what I do in these reviews. But the negatives on this, and it's not so much the bag as much as it's this material. One, this material has a kick to it. And you add in this mixed fill, this bouncier fill. It's not super bouncy, but it does have some bounce and movement. The bag will kick on you, so if you don't throw the flattest of bags, you're going to get a kick. However, that kick also means the bag is very cuttable. So this is a great bag for shape and shot. So it depends on how you look at it. That, to me, I love a bag that has that kick, because then I know I can cut the bag. I can get those really good movements. So if my opponent's throwing blockers up there, I can get around it without having to roll. Because I don't really roll. I don't flop really at all. But I love to throw cut shots. And so to me, the cut is my roll. And I love a bag that I know I can, no matter where the blocker is, I can get around with that cut. So it does have a kick. Just be aware of that. The other thing I would say is, and maybe I'm in the minority here, I don't think this herringbone carpet is that hole friendly. It's kind of right down the middle. It's not hole friendly, but it is also not hole friendly. Now you add in this mixed fill and those beads in there, I think it's more of a hole friendly fill. So it does aid in the bag, dripping in the hole. With enough speed, it's going to fall in. But I felt like more times than not, I had the bag hang up on the hole. Not necessarily the bag's fault. It's my fault if I threw the bag down the middle, it was going to go in. It's when I missed the side, it had enough flop, it would grab and it would just stop and sit there. That being said, the bag is very collectible. Because of the movement, I can go after the bag wherever it is. I can cut across whatever. I can grab the bag. It's full enough that it's not going to cording up. So if I leave a bag, short on the other side or leave it short of the hole, I can come down the middle, clip it, take it in. I can go fast side and take it in. So even though the material to me is not that hole friendly, the control that you have over this bag, the ability you have to shape those shots and to be able to put blockers where you want, I think outweighs what you lose in hole friendliness. Because to me, this is a bag that I'm going to play. This is a bag I'm playing. For me, I'm playing this bag to run the hole in some ways, but it's not a bag that I just want to run the hole at open boards. This is a bag I pull out when I have an opponent who's playing a dirty style game. I get up to the boards and I got an opponent who I know is going to throw blockers. I know is going to put bags in front of the hole, who's going to try to cause a lot of congestion, and I don't want to play that dirty style game with them. Sometimes I will. I like to play a dirty style game, but sometimes I get an opponent who's better at it than I am. I don't want to play to their strengths, or maybe I just want to change things up. I want to pull a bag like this out because I can get around bags. Like, there's not a shot this bag can't hit. Like I said, I love to cut this bag, but if you're a roll bag thrower, you like to throw flops, you can definitely roll and flop this bag. It's wonderful to, and I talk about a lot of times with these bags that have a little bit of bounce to it. I love that kind of that little hop, that little bounce. When there's a blocker up there, I just land just behind it with a little bit of, it's just a slight cut tilt to it. The bag will hit and it kind of just bounces right over them and goes right in the hole. It's wonderful. I love this bag. Is perfect for that. Sometimes it'll kind of bounce and kind of hit and just push it out of the way and it'll go over. If you get just enough of that bounce, so instead of clipping the corner, And if you clip the corner, it's going to take it in. But if you get enough of a hop and get on top of the bag, it'll push it out of the way and your bag will go in, or get a clean hop right over. You can do that. If there's a bag there, obviously, again, you could throw cuts to get around it. You can roll, you can flop. You have so many options with a bag like this, which is why I like to play this bag when I know I'm playing against someone who throws a dirty style game, because no matter where they put their bag, I've got options. They can't pin me down to one type of shot. And that, as a dirty bag player, that's what I try to do when I'm playing against an opponent and I know maybe the airmail is their weakness, then I want to make them shoot airmails, and I can put blockers on there which force them to. Or maybe I know they don't have a cut shot or something. Like, as a dirty style player, you can put bags to kind of dictate what shots your opponent plays. With a bag like this, no matter where my opponent puts the bag, they can't dictate, because I have so many different choices to get around their bag and get in the hole. The bag does a great job for that. Again, I know I said this material is not that hole friendly, but the bag does a great job of going in the hole. And if it is hanging, as long as it's not my last bag, it's not that hard to get in there. Sometimes if you get enough of a hanging, you can just clip it, take it in. If it's on the back's edge, the back corner, you get a little more aggressive with an airmail drag to pull it in. But if it's on the front or around the sides, sometimes just clip in the bag as you go in normally, or you throw a cut across it on the other side, collect it, take it right in. So all in all, it's definitely a great bag for putting those bags in the hole, getting that PPR up, kind of running that running bags in the hole with your opponent, especially if they're playing a dirty style game, getting your bags in and making them collect their blockers, making them work harder, making them hesitant to put those blockers in your way. And that's what I love a bag like this. It's also a fun bag if you want to play a dirty style game. You can play it with it. The one thing I would say is, I talked about that hop in the bag. Be careful if you have a blocker and trying to collect it, that you don't land too close to the bag. You either going to land right on the bag and ride it in, or land back further, let the bag kind of hop and settle and then push in. But it's a great bag for that, especially this herringbone carpet is wonderful for that push and replace. Put a blocker up there, push, replace, flip it over. Plenty fast enough on the slick side to collect a bag or take multiple bags in. So it's definitely a bag. You can play a dirty style game if you want to. You can also run the hole with it. So it's a very versatile bag, which makes it great for, I don't want to say great for blind draws, because again, if your partner that you get in a blind draw doesn't throw a flat bag, if they're a fast bag thrower and they have kind of that handshake release and the bags are coming at the angle, this is a bag that's going to kick on them. Now, it is controllable, so if they're used to that, they can adjust their lane spot, but some players can't do that. So maybe not the best blind draw bag, but it is a versatile bag for playing all kinds of different situations, all different conditions. So if you go to a tournament, you're not sure what the board's going to play like, you're not sure who you're playing against, this is a great bag to have with you, because no matter what the conditions are, you can throw it. And no matter who you're playing against or what style game they play, you can have success with this bag. So, I love the impact. To me, if it really reminds me a lot of the BG Wizard. If you throw the BG Wizard in the ACL and you're looking for an ACO style bag that's similar to that or very close to that, this impact is really one of the closest bags I found to that Wizard. I really love the way it plays. If you don't play in the ACO or ACL, but you like the Wizard, but maybe you want a cheaper bag, this is your option right here, which leads me into availability on this and pricing. CBC has a website, CornSlingersBagCo.com. Be a link down in the description where you can go to purchase your bags. These were $80 for a set, plus I think it was $9 shipping, so $89 shipped to you, which is a phenomenal price. It's really one of the better prices out there for bags. I love, I think this is the third bag from CBC I reviewed, and so far I've loved all three of them. This is definitely a great bag. I recommend it. If you've thrown the impact, I'd love to hear your feedback, what you like, what you don't like a bag. Always love your guys' opinions. I thank you guys so much for support, and I thank you for watching.